Hello, my lovely YouTubers. This is Loquacious One coming at you with part two of how I take care of my winter dry parched skin. This is part two of a three-part series. Part one dealt with facial care, and now we're going to start on the body care. Again, I am going to give you my disclaimer. I'm not a medical practitioner, dermatologist, nor am I an esthetician. I'm just simply sharing with you information on things that I do, and my product choices run the gamut for low end to high end. I am simply showing you something more affordable because my channel is based off of affordability. Okay, you don't have to break the bank. I'm sure if you want to get something more exotic, more expensive, the choice would be yours. So I'm just here to show you my routine, more or less, and my theory behind my beauty care regime. Okay, we talked about dry skin being that lack moisture or was devoid of moisture, that the elements outside in the winter, as well as dry heat in our environment, cause those, exacerbate them, or made them worse. That if you don't have any moisture when you use products like these, they only will sit on your skin. They will not cure it. You will still have the same problem. These will just simply mask it. So you need to get moisture in your skin, and we told you previously how to do that through moisture, through humidifying your home. Okay, and also we didn't touch on the fact that in the first part that hair is part of the skin too, is an extension of. So you're going to probably shampoo less frequently, use hot oil treatments, and more moisturizing hair packs. Cover your hair when you go outside. That way you won't get that staticky electricity effect when you go back in. And you want to make sure you keep your ends clipped by your hair care professional regularly. Also, your hands and your feet are sometimes neglected. On your hands, you need to exfoliate them. You need to moisturize them at night, maybe once or twice week. You might want to do a pack on those, but wear gloves outside. Wear sunscreen, sunblock, because even if you're driving your car, the sun is still out there with intense rays, even though it looks cloudy and gray. It's coming through that windshield. It does the same damage, if not worse. So cover your hands, and in your shoes and boots, you might want to put a protective liner in it, insole in it, so your feet don't be directly on the ground, and wear thicker socks if necessary to protect them, because you don't want those chapped, hard, crusty feet. Okay, with that being said, one thing that we are going to do first of all is adjust our routine. And we discussed that before. If you're taking baths 2 times a day, you're going to cut down to one. One time a day, you cut down to every other. Or you might want to alternate it with just washing your body parts, private parts one day, and bathing or showering, every other day. Depending on your skin condition, let your skin tell you what it needs, and then discuss that with your medical practitioner or esthetician. And once you know that we're going to do that and just that, we're going to use tepid, not hot water, tepid to warm. And if necessary, use a thermometer to gauge the temperature of the water if you're not used to taking cooler baths. Then you're going to limit it to 15 minutes. Use a timer so you know to get out of the shower and the bath. We're not trying to dehydrate. Hot water dehydrates, so we're not going to do that. Then we're going to run our bath water, just the temperature. We're not going to have bad additives such as bubble baths and detergent-based products. What I do if I add something more or less, it's just to treat my skin. I will, for instance, I'll put a cup of dry milk powder. Cleopatra knew it best. Queen Cleopatra knew that milk, which she had her servants put milk from her asses, which are mews, in her bath, that it is full of lactic acid and it naturally exfoliates the skin. So I use a cup of dry milk powder. You can use whole milk, you can use skim milk or dry milk, what have you, but just put a cup in there if you're so inclined. As long as you don't have medical issues, it's fine. If I have eczema or some kind of patchy, itchy skin, I might use colloidal, COLLOIDIAL, oatmeal, and one of the more popular brands is Aveeno. Also, I know CVS, Walgreens, Dwayne Reed, Walmart with their Equate and Target with its up and down, all of them carry a generic product line, and they would generally say compared to Aveeno. So those are good also if you want to save a little bit of money. And if you just don't have it, you can perhaps, as long as you don't have a problem, grind up some oatmeal, put it in a little gauze bag or cheesecloth bag so it doesn't clog the drain, and let it soak in the water. If I have skin that has psoriasis or something a little bit more complicated, I'm not recommending, especially if you're hypertensive. Be careful. Do not use this without consulting a medical practitioner. I like Dead Sea salt. I simply got a big 4-pound bag, I believe at the time, from Walgreens, but they do have really expensive brands, which I don't purchase, so I'm not going to tell you the name of them. And they're Dead Sea salts from Israel. I think that's the name of a popular one. And you just add it according to package direction to the bath, and it takes care of all kinds of skin issues. I really like it, and my granddaughter has avoided using the steroidal creams that they recommended. But again, if you have hypertension, you really probably don't want to use this, and you want to consult a medical practitioner. Okay, now that we have that done, some of the bath items that I'm going to use that are not shown here are my natural bristle brush. I simply use it, and what I do is sweep my skin from the feet up to the neck in an upward motion. I got it down pack. It doesn't take long, and I simply dry brush my skin. And what this does is exfoliates, and it revs up my metabolism, and it gives the skin just a nice glow. And it acts as an exfoliator because I'm not really using a whole lot of exfoliating products in the wintertime. I replace them with just dry brushing. So that's a good thing to know. Again, if you have medical problems, consult your medical practitioner about dry brushing. Then do the research on it. There's a lot of information on it. If I'm going to take a bath, I might use something like a exfoliating glove. Again, I get them at the Dollar Tree, CVS, Walmart, Target, Walgreens, Dwayne Reed. You get them anywhere, and they are very expensive. Also, if I'm taking a shower, or if I'm using a body wash, I'll get a mesh puff. And these help me prolong my body wash product. I don't use as much, and it also helps with exfoliating my skin. Another thing I really like is the Salux, SALUX cleansing cloth. It's a Oriental product. I think you can get it from the Asian Oriental store, or you can simply order it online at Amazon.com. They'll run you about $6. They're really good. Then I have brushes for my back, and various other brushes and apparatus I use. But those are the main things that I use. I only use a washcloth because that's my personal preference under my arms and my private part. Okay. And with that being said, I'm going to tell you not to add, I hope you wouldn't add detergent base, bubble baths, and products of that nature because they knock off your pH balance and will give you possibly a very nasty vaginal or urinary tract infection, and you don't want that. So I would nix that, or at least limit it to very rare special occasions. Okay, I will then go in and I'll start my cleansing process. I prefer soap, and I like white blend soaps with no fragrance or perfumes or very little, smell to them, and somewhat creamy. And I'm a soap person. I think soap cleanses you the best. My favorite is Dove. I also use Aveeno, which has oatmeal. I might use Cetaphil. I'll use Eucerin, Nivea. I also use Palmer's. They got a raw shea, a cocoa butter one. And Shea Moisture has bath product lines that I like. Nubian Heritage. Check out that soap. That started as a cottage industry. Got very nice soaps. Another line I will use if you go into TJ Maxx or Marshall, I like a line called Organic Surge. And I don't like a lot of chemicals. That is a good line that you can try. But other than that, whatever you use is personal choice and your skin type. It could be something sort of this, like the Summer Eve. This is the cleansing wash in Delicate Blossom. It's pH balanced for sensitive skin. I'm just showing you this as an example. Or this Suave if you're on a limited budget. This is Sweet Pea and Violet. And I use stuff from Bath and Body Works, just a myriad of products. I like them all. Olay, Nivea, Dove, whatever I just happen to like, that's what I use. But I just don't use a whole lot of it. And when I get out of cleansing, exfoliating, if I have to do it, and I do it rarely in the wintertime, I will use a product I get it from Walmart. And it's Tree Hut. They have a nice sugar scrub line with different fragrance. I use mango, and it's always some tropical type of smell. But I usually use those. And I don't spend a whole lot of money because I just don't feel it's necessary. If I don't have the money for that, or I just don't have any around or left, I will simply make up a sugar scrub with coconut oil, olive oil, a little bit of essential oil like lemon, and that'll be that. Okay, because I really reduced the time that I use a mechanical scrub. You don't want anything harsh with walnut shell powder or apricot seeds or anything like that, or any kind of pumice type stuff. It will tear or break the skin and just exacerbate any condition that you may have already had. Now, if I'm lazy and just laying around, I'll do something simple as use these White Cloud baby oil wraps. They have jojoba oil, camelina, and vitamin E, or these Elf coconut and vanilla to hydrate and moisturize the skin. These I just got at Dollar Tree. They probably don't even have them. I don't know. I found this in the baby care section. But I just simply wipe them off over my arms and my legs. That's the very least I do. If I'm at the Dollar Tree, some things that you could purchase on a budget: the Stretch Mark cream, cocoa butter helps with the appearance of stretch mark with vitamin E, collagen, elastin, and shea butter. I don't know if it works for stretch mark. I don't have them. I just simply got it because it was cocoa butter product, and I prefer those. Also, this Assured Creamy Cocoa Butter Petroleum Jelly, skin softener, hydrates and even skin tone. I like that. And I will also use this 100% pure petroleum jelly from Dollar Tree with a cocoa butter scent. I will use this on my feet, my hands, and my body. I use this as a mask treatment. I'll put on gloves, I'll put on socks, I'll put on flannel pajamas and sleep overnight. And when I wake up, my skin is just baby soft. Now, other than that, this is where the cheapest place I know to get cocoa butter, which I like. If not, then I'll use my Palmer's or my Cantu or whatever lotion I have, or Studio 35 by Walgreens. But I generally use them in the summertime. If I just have a little left, I might add a little vitamin E oil to a lotion to just kind of vamp it up a little bit. But generally, I prefer the creams in the winter. Now, something plain is this Dermaseal Labs. If you just getting something from Dollar Tree, it controls even severe dry skin. It has skin lipid and EFA treatment. This is very good. For $1, you can't beat. These are the best bargains in Dollar Tree. Okay. Now, as far as body butters, I don't buy those expensive body butters. I'm not going to name names because I'm not bashing anybody product. I'm simply saying to be body conscious and budget conscious, excuse me. I'm not going to pay for perfume and exotic stuff that I don't even need and probably don't even help my skin if I don't have to. So one of the things I get is this Cantu shea butter, cocoa butter, and vitamin E. It has no sulfates, no mineral oils. The Palmer Shea formula with vitamin E, raw shea balm. This says it's formulated with shea butter ethically and sustainably sourced in West Africa, and is made with shea butter and marula oil. And this has no parabens, no phthalates, no mineral oil, no gluten, and no sulfates, no dyes. This is Palmer Cocoa Butter formula with vitamin E. This I've been using for the longest, but this one has no parabens and no phthalates. And these are really good for the skin. I love cocoa butter. Then after that, I use raw shea butter, which I don't have any products other than these out there. But I have a gamut of cocoa butter and shea butter. Everybody carries them. This is vitamin E oil, 4,000 IUs that I got from Dollar General. I'll add this to the oil or simply use it on its own. This is sunflower oil. I make my own body massage oils with this. It's $1. It's not like cold press, but it's $1. Okay. Now, this scar gel, I work on my scars, and this is the same, I think it's Mederma, so I use it for that purpose. I've just started trying, so I can't tell you if it's working out, but I'll let you know. If I have any irritations or anything of that sort, I use this triple antibiotic ointment for Dr. Sheffield. It's cheaper at Walmart. It's only 88 cents. And I'll use this Natureplex hydrocortisone cream if I have an itch or a rash. Okay, folks, that is about it. That is all. I hope you click that subscribe button, thumbs up this video. All question, cares, and concern, leave them in the box below. This is the Loquacious One. Look out for part number 3. Click back to part number 1. And bye-bye.